Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Why Heat's Erik Spoelstra loved Nikola Jovic ejection versus Pistons. While the Miami Heat beat the Detroit Pistons Tuesday night to get their second straight win, it was an up-and-down game for young star Nikola Jovic. He would score 8 points, collect 4 rebounds, and record 2 assists, but was also ejected from the contest after getting 2 technical fouls, an event that Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra saw the bright side in. After the game, Spoelstra made sure to mention that he has no intention of diminishing the fire and passion of Jovic, despite it resulting in an ejection. He would then defend what Jovic did that gave them the technical fouls, especially the final one where he an emotional outburst that Spoelstra says the great players are allowed one of those. "I'm definitely not going to try to squash that," Spoelstra said to the media after the 118-110 victory to the Pistons that marks 11 wins in the last 14 games. "We love passion, we love competition, we love guys getting into all that. I mean, I've seen a lot of players kind of toss the ball against the basket stanchion," Spoelstra continued. "He wasn't even upset about anything. It wasn't a call. There wasn't anything to debate on that, for the first one. And the second one, you're allowed an emotional burst. Everybody is. The great players, for sure are." While Spoelstra acknowledges that it will be a teaching moment for Jovic, he doesn't want him to lose the love and passion for playing basketball and improving in their system. "So will it be a teaching moment?" "Yes," Spoelstra said. "But, at the same time, I like his emotions. I like him being enthusiastic about competition. It matters to him. And that's growing with him. I think as you get a little more comfortable, your personality can come out a little bit more, and that's a good thing." Jovic has found himself as a mainstay now in the starting lineup where his playing time has been very sporadic, a trait that even the 20-year-old player said himself he either starts or doesn't play. However, he is inserted next to star Bam Adebayo as a power forward that plays big and provides spacing. The two players have been experimenting in a two-man action together, and it has been paying dividends, especially when he is in the starting lineup, as the Heat have a plus 8.3 net rating according to 5 Reasons Sports. Spoelstra talked about the two playing together and how they both work well under the Heat. "In terms of the two-main action between the two of them, will we be running actions with those two guys in particular? I don't know. The ball has to go to a lot of different places," Spoelstra said. "The one thing I do know is they both have great skill level. And it's almost inverted for us when your two bigs can both handle the capacity, both can make plays. They can both finish at the rim and they both feel very comfortable just being facilitators. I think that adds to the diversity of our menu. And Nikola also helps us run more, which I like, but it's passing and skill level and size, all those things fit." Adebayo as well touched on Jovic's skill, saying he is a great passer who is soaking up all the knowledge possible. He would start his statement on the Serbian player by poking fun at the ejection, saying he needs to be in the game to show his skills. "We got to keep him in the game," Adebayo said. "He's soaking up all the knowledge as much as possible and taking advantage of the opportunity. Obviously, he's a great passer. When you play alongside somebody like that can also pass, it just make your five more dynamic." When asked what he has seen the most improvement in terms of Jovic's development, he once again made fun of the ejection, saying that it isn't his money. However, he has talked about him taking advantage of the opportunity and addressed that the playing time has been up and down this season. "He's losing money every day. I don't know if that's an improvement or not," Adebayo said. "His biggest improvement is he's taken advantage of this opportunity. Sometimes he was in or out the lineup. He'll start some days, wouldn't play the next day. So being able to get this consistent routine where he is in the lineup and starting is big for him. We'll see what he brings to the table." Miami is now 35-26 on the season, which puts them 6th in the Eastern Conference. Their next game will be Thursday against the Dallas Mavericks as it starts a short 2-game road trip. J.J. Redick issues playoff warning to Eastern Conference, says, "Jimmy is coming." The Miami Heat are 6th in the Eastern Conference and for the season, they are 35-26. They have recently defeated the Detroit Pistons with a final score of 118-110 and are slowly becoming rejuvenated as the season moves further. The Heat squad had won 5 of their last 6 matches as they won against the Philadelphia 76ers, New Orleans Pelicans, Sacramento Kings, Portland Trail Blazers, and Utah Jazz and lost to Denver Nuggets, who are 3rd in Western Conference. One of the former prominent players of Duke and the NBA, ESPN analyst J.J. Redick, has recently shared his opinions on how the Miami squad is progressing in the season, especially one of their most talented players, 6-time NBA All-Star, Jimmy Butler. During one of the episodes of First Take, Redick, who holds several records achieved during his time at Duke, shared, "They are very dangerous and look, everybody is going to talk about Milwaukee Bucks and the run they've been on, the Boston Celtics and the run they've been on." The Heat had a 7-game losing streak at the end of January. Since then, they are 11-3, number 2 defense in the league of the last 14 games. They've got balance, they've got depth, and most importantly, playoff Jimmy is coming. He further continued, "He has been incredible since the All-Star break, 26 points a game, he is getting to the free throw line, he is shooting threes, he is playmaking. This is a team nobody wants to see in the Eastern Conference in the playoffs." Butler's efforts have been fundamental, as he has assisted the Heat squad in making it to the NBA Finals both in the previous season and in 2020 as well. He has also established himself as one of the greatest postseason players in the league. The Miami club had reached 3 Eastern Conference Finals in the last 4 seasons. The Miami Heat are one of the teams that are usually seen as formidable clubs when it comes to the postseason, primarily due to Jimmy Butler. However, the squad has yet to achieve an NBA championship with Butler. According to Heat Nation, in 5 games after the All-Star break, Butler is averaging 25.8 points and his shooting stat from the 3-point range is 53.8%. Before the break, his average was 21.4 points per game. Heat officially signed Patty Mills, waived Drew Smith. The Miami Heat have officially signed veteran guard Patty Mills, the team announced in a press release. Mills' deal is for the rest of the season, per Tim Reynolds of the Associated Press. Along with the Mills signing, the Heat announced they have waived guard Drew Smith, who underwent season-ending knee surgery in December. Mills, 35, is 6'2" and has played a very limited role with the Atlanta Hawks, averaging 2.7 points in just 19 games. He was acquired in a trade with the Oklahoma City Thunder in July, after spending last season with the Brooklyn Nets, averaging 6.2 points in 40 games. Mills has long been one of the NBA's top backcourt reserves, most notably during his younger days with the San Antonio Spurs, 2011-21. He spent his first season with the Portland Trail Blazers and carries career averages of 8.9 points, 1.7 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and 0.6 steals. But Mills wasn't gaining minutes in the absence of the injured Trae Young. Perhaps with the Heat he can find a role for a franchise that is coming off an appearance in the finals. Smith, 26, is 6'3" and appeared in 9 games with Miami this season, averaging 4.3 points, 1.6 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.0 steals before his injury. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation, Pat Mills? Leave your opinion in the comments.